Hello everyone, King Bucho here. Today, we're performing a much-needed reality check on Devin Haney's recent victory over Brian Norman Jr. Now, a quick warning. If your idea of boxing analysis is unwavering praise and ignoring glaring flaws, you're in the wrong place. This channel is for honest, unfiltered critique. If you can't handle that, there are plenty of other channels that will cater to you.
This black legend, this symbol of hope,
and he even did this, a backhand.
Today, we're breaking down the hype, and that means talking about the things some of you don't want to hear. So, get ready, because we are not holding back. The boxing world has been buzzing since Devin Haney scored an early knockdown. Fans are claiming he's transformed into a power puncher, that he's adopted a new, aggressive style. But let's look at the reality. You cannot judge a 12-round fight on one moment in the second round. To understand what really happened, you have to look at the fight in its entirety. And the totality of this fight was defined by several things, one of them being the clinch. I can already hear the keyboards clacking, the outraged comments filled with emojis and exclamation points. So let's be clear, clinching is illegal, and using it as a primary weapon makes for a boring fight. A competent referee would have penalized the dirty clincher. If you seriously believe this level of clinching is just smart boxing, then you, as Roger Mayweather used to say, you don't know shit about boxing.
Now, intelligent clinching. So a lot of people had a problem with this. I didn't mind it at all, because what was it? It was intelligent. Why was it intelligent? Here, Brian Norman Jr. is coming with offense. Haney goes with the underarm, the underhook, gets real violent with his left hip, and then put the puncher on the rope to let him know, yeah, I'm coming up into your weight division, but I'm the bigger.
Holding or deliberately maintaining a clinch is illegal. A boxer tends to clinch when he finds himself in a dangerous situation. If a boxer ends up on the ropes and clinches in order to escape, not only is he performing an illegal tactic, he is also demonstrating to the judges that he is not winning on the ring generalship criteria. Hooking an arm and forcefully spinning them is also considered a foul. The WBO considers holding a foul. This is what the WBA has to say about holding. This is one of the most obvious poor tactics in the sport of boxing. It not only infuriates the fans, but it negates action during the bout. Therefore, it should be addressed accordingly. This foul occurs in various forms. A boxer may hold his opponent's arms, hands, body, or shoulders with either of his hands or arms. At times, the holding boxer is not to blame, as when one boxer pushes or leans on his opponent and the latter loses balance and holds on. It should be noted that when one of the boxers pushes his arms underneath the arms of his opponent, does not withdraw them, and his opponent then delivers blows, the referee should not interrupt this counterattack, but rather admonish the boxer, pushing his arms underneath. The WBC states that excessive holding of an opponent or maintaining a clinch is considered a foul. This is exactly what Devin Haney did throughout his fight with Norman Jr. The IBA states that holding is a deterrent to impede the tactics of a good boxer and an infringement of the rules. The Association of Boxing Commissions considers holding a foul.
Let's say that he did what Max wanted him to do, right? And he goes second half of the fight and he's trying to finish him. And he gets clipped.
You don't have to finish him.
That's what Max has this thing that he's doing. He wants him to be aggressive, but he don't want him to
No, I don't need him to be aggressive. I need him to continue to box. He's got watch the second half of the fight. He didn't box.
The second half, the way he fought the first half. That's what you're saying.
Even if you want to take your foot off the gas and play it safe, there's a difference between playing it safe and holding the guy every time he gets near you. That's not boxing.
But one thing is,
ducking below the waist. Another disgusting tactic employed by Devin Haney is ducking below the waist. He did this multiple times in his fight with Norman Jr. The Association of Boxing Commissions states that persistently ducking below the waistline is a foul. Here's why ducking below the waist is against the rules. An unfair advantage. The rule prevents a boxer from creating a situation where they are largely unhittable while exposing their opponent to foul play. Safety. If a boxer ducks too low, their head can end up below their opponent's line of sight, making them more vulnerable to illegal punches to the back of the head, such as a rabbit punch. Where is a good referee when you need one? Is this pure incompetence, or is there something else going on here? This was a clinch fest, but the problems with Devin Haney's performance don't stop there. The clinching is directly tied to our next point, his shockingly low punch output. But look at Brian Norman's face. Haney gave him a beating. I hear you. So, let's actually look at the facts behind the bruises. In welterweight boxing, the average professional throws between 55 and 78 punches per round. Elite fighters often exceed 100. Now, look at Devin Haney's CompuBox numbers. 70 landed out of 271 thrown. That's an average of just 22 punches per round. Again, the average is between 55 and 78 punches. In round 6, Haney threw 18 punches, 12 were jabs, and only 2 punches landed in total. Those 2 punches were jabs. In round 8, Haney threw 17 punches, landed 3, and 2 of those punches were jabs. In round 11, Haney only landed 4 shots out of 27, and 2 of those punches were jabs. What does this all mean? It means that it was a boring fight. You cannot claim a fight was exciting when one fighter is barely throwing. It wasn't a beatdown. The most significant damage was done in the second round knockdown. Yet Haney, despite having Norman hurt, couldn't finish him. He chose to clinch and land a handful of punches per round. The double standard is glaring. Fighters like Canelo are crucified for not stopping opponents, but Haney gets a pass for a performance where he was practically inactive. It doesn't add up. But some of you are saying, Brian Norman Jr. was a champion. This was a quality win. Which brings us to the most important question of all. Who the hell was Brian Norman Jr.? Let's be honest. Some people picked Norman to win, not because of his own merit, but because expectations for Haney have plummeted since the Ryan Garcia fight. And let's be clear, it wasn't Osterine that dropped Haney 3 times. It was Garcia's speed and style that exposed him. Notice the difference? Yes, Norman held a belt, but there's a vast difference between a seasoned veteran champion and a 24-year-old with 2 title defenses against unremarkable opposition. If Devin Haney is truly an elite welterweight, why did he literally run from a past his prime junior welterweight, Jose Ramirez? Styles make fights, but so does the level of opposition. Ramirez, a former unified champion, is clearly on a level above Brian Norman Jr. Look at this. Norman is just lunging in. Some people are going to say, well, it was up to Jose Ramirez to cut off the ring, but these people should be asking themselves, why was Devin Haney, the now supposedly pound-for-pound star, running from a past his prime Jose Ramirez? I know what some of you are thinking. You are just mad. You a hater. Watch how these people will respond in the chat with broken sentences, exclamation marks, and emojis. The Haney versus Norman Jr. fight was so uneventful that the DAZN crew had trouble finding in-between round footage. If you don't believe me, go watch the fight on YouTube. How many of you know who Lewis Crocker is? He's the IBF welterweight champion. Let that sink in. So, let's recap. A fight that we can safely consider a clinch fest. A punch output that was embarrassingly below average. A champion opponent who was largely untested and unknown. The narrative of a new, powerful, and aggressive Devin Haney is an illusion. This wasn't a statement victory. It was a carefully managed comeback against a favorable opponent that revealed more about Haney's limitations than his strengths. For some of you, this video did not reveal anything new. For others, this was your reality check. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button and subscribe.
He even kept holding his arm so he couldn't back out.
And then he charges in to push you off.
And then he just landed that rabbit punch right there.
Yeah,
he used that rabbit punch all night, bro.
What a bitch, I think his shoulder messed up Norman's face, to be honest, because he just kept shouldering.
Oh my God, there's so many tackles, so many tackles.
You're not supposed to go below your opponent's waist, right?
Yeah,
You're not supposed to go below your opponent's waist.
No. But where's the uppercut?
No, he look. This looks like he's going down on him. Why can't you see the back?
Where's his right uppercut? Like I've been saying, he needs to throw uppercuts.
It looks like he's lowering his level because he knows Haney's gonna like lower his and try to clinch him. So it looks like
he does. But we know this, but he never tries to.
And he does, right? That's exactly what he does.
At the end of the day, he just fucked it up. Look here.
He always shoots in.
He just has bad timing.
He doesn't throw uppercuts.
I think Norman.
Like, what the fuck
I think he should have thrown more like straight punches.
No, he needs to throw an uppercut. He needs to throw uppercuts.
I don't know what's up with these dudes where they get these guys to the ropes and instead of taking a half step back and then going to work, the guys they just run in and they get smothered. They let them.
It's always a big hook. Look how low he gets real low on that shit. Look at that shit.
That's
the only reason he can do that maneuver is because he's on the ropes. The ropes are literally holding him up here. His ass is sitting on the damn rope. He can't do that in the center of the ring.
You can't pull that off in the middle of the ring, right? Because you're not.
No, you can't. That's why these guys get up on the ropes all the time. They use that shit to stay up and move in these unnatural ways.
Hey, that's the Diddy Diddler right there, man. That's the Diddy Diddler, bro.
Hey, watch out, he's watching. So Ryan was fucking him up on the inside. Remember Ryan got that little bit of space in him with a fucking bomb.
I'm saying you were supposed to. That's what I was saying before the fight. Norman was supposed to be. He had to be strong enough to push him off the clinch and catch him on the separation.
It's a fucking it really is like a Muay Thai fight.
Why did he run so much in this fight, though?
Ramirez is better than Brian Norman,
Yeah, I mean, they're saying he's not running. He's not running, but he's not doing anything. Count how many seconds go by that he doesn't do anything.
And then people get caught up with the knockdown. He dropped him. It's all like that happened throughout the whole fight. He dropped him in round 2. Then he didn't drop him again. He didn't hurt him again.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
He's trying to go straight for his balls, dude.
Oh yeah, they're glazing him. They were getting on that guy Max Kellerman because he said Devin Haney's already a Hall of Famer, but he's not a great fighter. So they had a full-on meltdown.
His technique is poor. He's landing a lot of. Look at all the rabbit punches. 2 rabbit punches. He's landing a lot of inside with the inside of the glove. He's not. I mean, this guy doesn't train correctly. Like, bro, why aren't you turning these punches over? Look at that.
Boom.
See, that's a left hook. They go through the middle, and then the right hand. Yeah, the left hurt him a little bit. He caught him around the guard with the right hand. And then after this, it's all open hand slaps, which aren't even scored. It's all. There's no. Look at that. All open hand. Look, open hand. Open hand. Open hand. Open. This one he lands it partial.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, right hand. Right in the back of the head.
2 shots behind the head. Like he always does that, by the way. Haney, he's known for giving.
Basically wrestling. They're wrestling. It's all underhooks. It's so Haney's like 80% a wrestler. That's what these guys are. The Andre Wards, Floyd Mayweather, Shakur Stevensons. These fucking dudes are all wrestlers. Look at that. I told you, man, look how low he gets on that. Look how low he gets.
It's like he's going for a double leg takedown. He's going for a double leg.
He's doing a double underhook shit. Look, he just waits. He waits for you to spear in. And then he shoots in and grabs you and lets the referee break you apart. And then he starts moving. They all do the same. It's rinse and repeat, the same bullshit. He gets so low on that. I could tell you, he's bending his knees. And as soon as he sees the guy come in, he caught the shot on the arm. And he's already ready to wrestle again.
No, there was some.
Norman's way too slow, man. He's too slow. He's not explosive enough. You need explosive hand speed to beat this guy. Really, that's why Ryan was smashing with that left hook. Because you gotta like bam, 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 and hit him real quick. Like this guy, he's just too slow in every way. Like he can't do simple shit. Like look, you don't need to step in with the jab. Like he actually landed 2 good shots there, Norman. 2 left hands. But again, like you said, he's looking for power too much. He needs to start using his left hand to set up punches. And look, Haney's getting hit with some of these left hands, so it wouldn't shock me if Ryan comes in and maybe even knocks him out when they have their next fight.
And I feel like he fights more like a bitch than Shakur, though.
Nah, Shakur fights like an ultra bitch. You're talking
I don't know,
bitch.
Well, yeah.
You know what the big shot? You know the big shot against Haney would be? One of the biggest shots, an uppercut against Haney. Yeah, you throw an uppercut because the way he shoots in like that is it's like a wrestler, and that's one of the shots you train for is an uppercut. You bend your knees. When you see him come in like that, boom, you try to shoot in that uppercut on him.
Check out our Discord if you wish to join future watch parties. Link in the description.